Like I said before, if you want to close more sales, I'm going to share with you some of my best tips. But the best tip that you can take out of this seminar, this workshop today is this: always ask for the order. Do not be afraid to ask for the order. Because the word ask means always seek cash or always seek knowledge. What is the worst thing you'll hear if you ask for the order? People will say no to you, but you have to understand you're already in the no business. This is a numbers game. Some will, some won't. So what? Some more people are waiting. Have the courage and the guts to ask for the order. Number two is you got to have your game face on. When you're in front of a customer, you can't think about anything else except that prospect or that customer that's in front of you. The word game face means focus and channeled expectations, or focus and channeled effort. Give everything you have to that prospect or suspect that's right in front of you and watch what happens. You have to convince them with your heart that if they don't buy your product, they're making a big mistake. It's almost like you can't handle it. It's almost like you need to go into like sensitivity training rehab or something like that. You see, if you know your product, you can get behind it. If you don't know your product, then you can't convince them with your enthusiasm. Now, let's just say, at the end of the sale, it just turns out to be a no, and no matter what you do, you can't get them to say yes to you. Now, of course, we know you got to follow up accordingly. We know that. But here's what you can't do. You can't pay interest to that no all day long. In other words, you got to let it go. And the best way to let it go, it's by saying the word next. And that word next sends a signal to your brain that this sale, it's done and it's over. And what that will help you do is it'll help you regain your confidence. It'll put faith back inside of you. It'll let doubt run away from you so that when you get back in front of the next customer or the next prospect, you're going to have the guts to take them through the basics, because the word basic means be a salesperson in control. And when a salesperson's in control, they can close anything because they feel like they're 10 foot tall and they're bazooka proof. They have the skills, the guts, and the faith in themselves to ask for that order. So don't be afraid to ask. If you don't close, you lose. And if you're not closing, you're losing. And if you're not a closer, I'm not even going to go there. Because you know what? You're going to develop yourself into the world's greatest closer.